सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। Dakshinamurthaye Namaha. Vishvam darpana drishyamana-nagari tulyam nijantargatam pashyannatmani mayaya bahirivo bhutam yatha nidraya yas sakshat kurute prabodha samaye Mevadvayam tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Dakshinamurtaye Bijasyantari Vankuro Jagadidam Prangnirvikalpam Punaha Maya Kalpita Desha Kala Kalana Vaichitrya Chitrikritam Mayaviva Vijrambhayatyapi Maha Yogi Vayasvechaya Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye Yasyaiva sfuranam sadatmakamasad kalparthakam bhasate asiti vedavachasa yo bodhayatyashritan yat sakshat karanad bhavena punara vrittir bhavambho nidho Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye namaidam Shri Dakshinamurtaye. So in the first verse, the essence of Vedanta has been stated. The self alone is real. Everything else is unreal, an illusion. But then what is the purpose of creation? That has to be pointed out. Because what is the point in creating an illusion without any meaning? So there is a meaning, there is a purpose. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of this illusory creation? Remember, as far as a jīvātmā is concerned, creation is real only. From the absolute standpoint, it may be an illusion, but as far as the jīvātmā is concerned, it is very much real. So jīvātmā fulfills his desires through the creation, and even as he fulfills the desires, he evolves. And finally a time comes when he becomes desireless. The moment he becomes desireless, what happens to the creation? Disappears. It becomes an illusion. Right. Why it becomes an illusion? Because it is no more needed. The moment creation is no more needed, it turns out to be an illusion. Illusion for whom? Only for that jīvātmā. So, creation is beginningless because ignorance is beginningless. But creation is not endless because ignorance has an end. When does the ignorance die? When knowledge comes. So creation is no doubt anadi, but it is not ananta. Right. Because creation is always with respect to the jīvātmā. Creation by itself has no existence. It is only existing in jīvātmā. Creation is for jīvātmā, therefore creation is existing in jīvātmā. And the moment the jīvātmā gains this knowledge, creation also disappears. So, creation has a very important role in life. As I said earlier, it is like the womb. As long as baby is inside the womb is very much essential. But once the womb has done its purpose, the child comes out of the womb, that womb is no more of any use for the child. In the same way here also, this is a womb where we are supposed to evolve spiritually. So world is a spiritual womb meant for spiritual evolution. Right. So now the third verse is talking about how the self is of the nature of Sat. Yasyaiva sphuranam Sad Atmakam. So the self, what is its nature? It is of the nature of existence. It is of the nature of existence. So therefore, what does it mean? Self alone exists. But then a doubt may come. If existence is the nature of the self, here in this world, I see the world existing. And I very clearly know that it is not the self. Self means what? I. The world is not I, but it is existing. So answering this question, the second line. Asat kalparthakam bhasate. This world which you are seeing, what is the term used here? Artham is the term. Artham means what? Sense objects, that which gives meaning to the sense organs. This artham, what is its nature? Asat. But it is only bhasate, it only is appearing. But actually it is asat. Why is it asat? Why is sense objects asat? Yes, because it is not the self. The property of the self is sat. The property of the self is sat. So anything other than the self has to be asat. Right. So what is being said here? It is only bhasate. It is only appearing. Actually it doesn't exist. Hey, but we are experiencing it. It is existing. It is only an appearance. Now, how to prove that this world, which is so solid, real, it is depending on the self for its existence? Because any illusion can exist only on reality. Reality is the self. Now you have to prove that this world is depending on the self for its existence. Are you able to understand? You have to prove it now. Because by itself it cannot exist. You have to prove that snake is lying on the rope. In the same way, you have to prove this non-existent sense objects, which is an appearance, is depending on the self for its existence. So how to prove it? So, simple steps. The world is seen. Where is it seen? In the mind. What is mind? Nothing but flow of thoughts. Right? So the object is seen in the mind. Mind is nothing but thoughts. So these objects are nothing but thoughts. Now where are these thoughts existing? In consciousness, in awareness. Just like waves are existing in water, thoughts are existing in consciousness. Any thought will exist only in consciousness. So therefore, just like the wave, what is the essence of the wave? water. In the same way, what is the essence of this thought in consciousness? The essence of thought also has to be consciousness alone. Isn't it? Thoughts are existing in consciousness, so the essence of the thought is consciousness. So therefore, what can we say? Objects exist in mind. Mind is nothing but thoughts. Thoughts are existing in consciousness. So thoughts are nothing but consciousness. So therefore, the object is also nothing but consciousness. Are you able to follow? Whatever objects we see, actually it is existing in consciousness. Now what is consciousness? It is I. It is the self. So just like existence is the nature of the self, what is the other one? Consciousness also is the nature of self. So I equal to consciousness equal to existence. Aham equal to Sat equal to Chit. Nature of Aham is Sat, nature of Aham is Chit. So here what are we proving? Sat is the nature of the self. So anything in this world which appears to exist has to appear in the self alone, because self alone can give existence to others. Everything else has only borrowed existence. Borrowed existence means what? Appearance. Asat kalparthakam bhasate. Clear? Clear. Swamiji, how can you say that the world is existing in the mind? This is the assumption you have taken. I don't agree with it. Why should the world depend on the mind for the existence? Natural question. So what is our answer? Try to experience the world without the mind. Can you? You can't. The moment the mind is gone, world is also gone. Which state? Deep sleep state. No, Swamiji, I am asleep, so world is not for me. But for others who are awake, world is there or not? World is there. Where? In their mind. Isn't it? So the world is always in the mind alone. So therefore the world always has to be thoughts alone. So the world always has to be in consciousness alone. Independently, it has no existence. Clear? Clear. Intellectually clear. That is enough. That is a purpose also. That is a purpose. You must know the glory of this self. Only then you will have, your attention gets riveted to the self. You must know the glory, the importance, the greatness. All the studies for that. Then your attention starts gravitating towards the self. My God, such a great thing is there in me, and I am ignoring it. That feeling comes. For that, the support of the intellect is necessary. And we are gathering support for the intellect. Buddhi must be strong. Only with logical thinking, Buddhi becomes strong. Such a Buddhi is able to bring back the mind from the world, saying that no, that is not important. The important thing is here. Yato nischarati manas chanchalamasthiram tatastato niyamyetat. To bring back the mind. To bring back the mind, intellect must be strong. For the intellect to have strength, it must have something which is valuable, important. So we have to create that importance in the intellect. That's what happens when we do this study. Mind can be brought back only by the intellect. Shani shaniru paramet buddhya dhruti grihitaya. Atma samstam manakritva. Mind has to be fixed in Atma. But mind has to be brought back by whom? Buddhya. Dhruti grihitaya. Strong buddhi, which is convinced of the reality. Then the mind comes. Mind understands. My welfare and well-being is in the self, not in the objects. Then the mind obeys the intellect. If the mind has to obey the intellect must have that kind of conviction, the strength of conviction. Right. Now, another topic of interest. This world appears very real as Sat, existence. Right? How is this world getting existence? See, you just close your eyes and imagine an elephant. Okay? Can you do it? Not now. You can do it, isn't it? You can visualize an elephant. What kind of existence it has? Real existence or illusory existence? Very clear, it is an illusion. You have created it, you are seeing it also. What is the content? It is of the nature of thoughts. Yes or no? Yes. So this existence is called pratibhasika satta, illusory existence. You are seeing it and you know it's an illusion. But slowly, when you strengthen that visualization, what happens to that thought? It becomes clearer and clearer. Yes or no? The edges becomes perfect. That visualization becomes perfect. It becomes almost real in the mind. Yes or no? Yes. As the chitta ekagrata increases, with practice, clarity comes. It is not a hazy picture, it becomes clearer, etc. Now suppose you are attached to that elephant also and starts intensely meditating on that elephant. Then you start hallucinating. Yes or no? Why elephant? Let us take a person whom you love, who is no more there with you. Say who has passed away, let us say. Now what is happening? Mind is creating this image. When that image becomes strong, even when you open the eyes, you start seeing it. Yes or no? This is called as hallucination. You are seeing that person. Actually that person is not there, but your mind is projecting it. So this is what is called as what kind of existence? Illusory existence. Pratibhasika satta. It's an illusion, but for you it is existing. Who is projecting it? This image is projected by the individual mind. Right? Only I am seeing it, others are not seeing it. Therefore I say this projection is of the individual mind. Now, this watch, are you seeing it? I am also seeing it. Every one of us, we are seeing it. Right? So who is seeing it? No doubt individual mind is seeing it, but individual mind of everyone is seeing it. So who is projecting this watch? That person is projected by my individual mind. Now who is projecting this watch, which we are all seeing in the mind? It is projected by cosmic mind, the total mind. And that is why we are all seeing it. Cosmic mind belongs to whom? Paramatma. Individual mind belongs to whom? Jīvātmā. Right? Anything which the cosmic mind projects, everyone will see. Anything which the individual mind projects, only the individual will see. Right? Let's say there is a tree there outside, a mango tree. Everybody is seeing it. So who is projecting that tree? Cosmic mind. Now, I love that tree, another person hates that tree. I love that tree because it's a mango tree, every year I get mango from it. I love it. There's raga there. Another person hates that tree because he fell from there and broke his leg. He tried to climb the tree to pluck mangoes and he fell down. So every time he sees the tree, he remembers his broken leg. Now there is dvesha there. This raga projection, dvesha projection, who is doing it? Individual mind. You see? So there is something which is projected by the cosmic mind, which everybody see, it is common. There is something which is projected by the individual mind. That will depend upon individual to individual. So this projection of the cosmic mind is called, sometimes we use the term, objective mind. The mind which shows us the object. And this individual mind which projects our raga dvesha, it is called as subjective mind. And generally, the definition of reality is what everyone sees, isn't it? Hallucination is not called reality, but if there is something which is seen by everyone, then we say it is real. So actually, it is only vyavaharika satta. Transactional reality, transactional existence. That's the term used. Vyavaharika. In vyavahar, it is seen. In transaction, it is seen. So, pratibhasika satta, illusory existence. Vyavaharika satta, who is projecting this? The cosmic mind. Cosmic mind is connected to every mind. So therefore, whatever the cosmic mind projects, all the minds will see. Right? Now, there is something called paramarthika satta. Absolute existence. Absolute reality. It is neither the projection of the individual mind nor the projection of the cosmic mind. Can we say the projection of the cosmic mind is real, absolutely real? Can we say the projection of the cosmic mind is absolutely real? Cosmic mind is something which every one of us see. Just because we are all seeing the same thing, can we say it is real? Generally, that's what we say. It is real. But it cannot be called real because any projection of the cosmic mind is also a thought. Because mind is nothing but flow of thoughts. So even the cosmic mind also is functioning through thoughts. Now what is the condition of thoughts? What is the condition of any mind, whether it is individual mind or cosmic mind? What is its condition? Manasam tu kim margane krite naiva manasam marga arjava. The moment you observe your mind, manasam tu kim margane krite. When you inquire into the nature of the mind, when you witness the mind, when you witness the thoughts, what happens to the thoughts? Naiva manasam. There is no mind. There is no thoughts. So therefore, the moment you witness a thought, that thought disappears. If the witnessing is absolute, the thoughts will have to disappear. Right? So therefore, if you witness the cosmic mind, what should happen to that mind? It should disappear. Remember, it is the cosmic mind which is projecting the world. when that cosmic mind disappears, will the world remain? No. So anything which doesn't stand the test of time, which disappears on inquiry, cannot be called real. Real is that three avasthasu, three kaleshu yat tishtati tat sat. It must remain in all the three states of time, three states of the mind and three periods of time. Then only it is defined as sat. Then only it is defined as real. Coming and going cannot be called as real. The moment you witness your mind, even if be it cosmic mind, it goes away. So everything goes away. So it cannot be called real. So that is why we call it vyavaharika satta, transactional existence. Bas. In transaction, yes, it is real. But it is not absolutely real. Why it is not absolutely real? Because when you witness the mind, it disappears. Find the thoughts disappear. Is there anything which doesn't disappear during witnessing? Yes, the Supreme Self, it doesn't go. Right? The Supreme Self alone stands the test of witnessing. So therefore we say that alone is Paramarthika Satta, absolute reality. Because it is there all the time. Are you able to see this? No. Asat kalpa arthakam bhasate. The whole world is asat. Why is it asat? Because it goes away. Right? As I told you, projection of the cosmic mind is like convex lens. Projection of the individual mind is like concave lens. In both these lenses you will see your face, but neither of them is your face. Your face is something different from this lens, different from these projections, different from this reflection. You have an original face. What is that original face? Nirguna Brahma. That's all. So you are neither the jīvātmā nor the Paramatma. You are that Nirguna Atma, which has nothing to do with any kind of projection, any kind of identification. That alone you are. And that is the Self. Clear? Yes. Now another aspect. I alone am Sat. But the world is appearing as Sat. How did this world get Sat from me? How did this world get this existence Sat from me? So what is the answer? Swa Ichchaya. I gave it by desiring it, by getting attached to it, by identifying with it, by becoming one with it. In this world, whenever you get attached with anything, being or situation, what is attachment? Becoming one is called attachment. Identification is called attachment. Now that is what happens when you desire something. When you desire, you become one with it. As the desire becomes intense, as the attachment becomes intense, slowly what happens is, now see how this Satchit Ananda in you is getting transferred there. What happens when the two entities come together through identification? The properties gets interchanged. its property as though become my property as though become its property. Now what is my property? Sat, Chit, Anand. This is my property. Now when I am identified with the object, I say, yes, this object is giving happiness to me. What has happened to Ananda? This object is the source of happiness. Means what? Ananda has shifted from here to there. Earlier that object had no Ananda, now it has borrowed Ananda from here. This object is the source of my happiness. Ananda gone. Right? Now when that object becomes the source of your happiness, your entire attention goes there. What is attention? Chit. Yes or no? Whatever gives you happiness, your attention goes from here to there. So you have lost Anand, you have lost Chit. Now you say, without that I have no existence. Generally these lovers say, I cannot think of existing without him or her. What has happened? Sat aspect also gone. Satta. You see, when you are getting attached to anything, any being or any situation, what are you doing? You are losing your treasure. What is treasure? Satchit Anand. You have lost. And now that object appears to possess Satchit Anand. What about you? You have become a pauper, a beggar, a nobody. God out of His infinite love has given perfection to you in the form of Satchidanand. What have you done? Instead of being grateful to God, instead of, thanking God, remembering Him, we forget Him. And we get attached to the world. So when we get attached to the world, what happens? This precious gift is lost. So now this object is there. Who is the villain? Swa Ichchaya. Swa Ichchaya. The moment Ichcha comes, what are you doing? You are getting ready to lose the treasure in you, the Satchit Anand in you. Now that object appears as though existing. Actually that existence is not its. You have given through your addiction, through your attachment. You gave it. Now it starts dictating terms to you. You were the master. Now by getting attached to something, you became a slave, begging for happiness from it. You see? Are you able to follow? So since the villain is Ichcha, the problem started with Ichcha. So what should be the solution? Na rupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishtha ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena dridhena chitva. What is a shastra? Asanga shastra. Why asanga shastra? Sangha created the problem. What is Swa Ichcha? Nothing but Sangha only. What else? Your attachment, your desire. So Sangha created the problem. So the solution has to be Asanga. Otherwise what will happen? Na antaha, na cha adihi, na cha sampratishtha. It will go on and on. It was beginningless. It will go on endless. Na anta, na adi. That is samsara vriksha. It will go on and on and on. Na rūpamasyeha tathopalabhyate. What does it mean? Asya rūpam na upalabhyate. That object which is there in front, the samsara, it has no form. Why? It has no existence. It is an illusion. Na rūpam vidyate. But I gave it. You see? An illusory thing having beginningless, having endless nature. Na rūpamasya. It is not there. But then out of my desire, I created it. Then I fell in love with it. Then I lost everything. Bas, finished. Samsari. Clear? Okay. So therefore, the Guru is, taking the attention of the Shishya. To where? Not outside. You are that. You are that. Sakshat tat tvam asi. See the next line. That which you are seeking, it is not outside. Don't seek outside. It is you. That happiness which you are seeking, the fulfillment you are seeking, the perfection you are seeking, the goal of life, that is you. Because you are already that. Sakshat tvam it is. Sakshat tvam means what? Your real you. The real self in you. Sakshat. Turn your attention there. You don't need anything else for fulfillment. You are already blessed with everything. You are already perfect. Don't commit this mistake of depending on the world for your fulfillment. Don't do that. Turn your attention to the self. Sakshat tat tvam asi iti yaha bodhayati. The one who thus instructs. The one who thus teaches. Who is he? Tasmai Dakshinamurtaye idam namaha. So that Dakshinamurti is in the form of that teacher. Guru. The one who takes your attention to the self is your Guru. Right? Dakshinamurti is the Guru. That particular avatar is for that. To take your attention to yourself. And this is what any Guru should do. What will happen if the Guru starts showing all kinds of siddhis and riddhis, anima, garima, mahima, lagima? What will happen? The Shishyas, where will the attention go? Not to the self, but to the physical form of the Guru. Oh, Guru, great Guru. Why? Because he is showing all miracles. Gone! Where is the attention now? Not in the self, but to the non-self. That is why it is absolutely wrong for the Guru to show all these siddhis, riddhis, etc. Then the disciples will come not for the self-knowledge, but for the non-self powers. You see, dangerous. So what will a perfect Guru do? Yaha bodhayati. What? Tat tvamasi. Shift your attention in yourself. You don't have to depend on me. Everything is already there in you. So a true Guru will turn your attention to your own self. Yaha bodhayati. And now it is not his knowledge. Veda vachasa. This is the knowledge which has come from our Guru Parampara. This is the knowledge which is there in the Vedas. This is the knowledge which I have got from my teacher. So this is the same knowledge which I am giving you. There is nothing which I have created. I have discovered. No, there is nothing personal. It is already there. This Jnana Ganga is already flowing. The same thing only I am telling you. So forget me completely. Be with yourself. See? Guru's greatness is, he will give you the knowledge and he will make you independent. He will not make somebody hang on to him. That is not. As Gurudev used to say, mule Guru. True Guru should not be a mule Guru, making the disciples depend on him. No. Be on your own feet. Right? Be independent. Be strong, because everything is already there in you. This is what the Guru should do. Yaha bodhayati. This is the teaching given to whom? Not to everyone. See the term used. Ashritan. One word for Shishya. What is it? Ashritan. Ashrayam means taking refuge. So those seekers who have taken total refuge in that teacher. What do you mean by taking refuge? What is? Faith, Shraddha. Of course, surrender, all that. Shraddha in the teacher. That is called as taking refuge in the teacher. Yes, if the teacher has said it, it must be right. It cannot be wrong. From where does this Shraddha come? This Shraddha comes from purity of mind. When the mind is pure, this Shraddha becomes natural. Now Shraddha is also of two types. One is active Shraddha, the other is passive Shraddha. What is passive Shraddha? Yeah. What my Guru is telling is wrong. Right only. I have no problem. What are you going to do? I have nothing to do. Sadhana karo bhai. Sadhana and all I will not do. But I have no problem. What Guru is telling is right only. Why should he tell lies? This is called passive. That Shraddha which doesn't inspire you to work hard to gain this goal, that will come under passive Shraddha. Faith is there, but faith is not enough to inspire a person to put forth sadhana to realize the self. It is of no much use. Then what is active Shraddha? Shraddha is something which should, make you act, make you serious about life. Serious about life means what? Spirituality becomes the first priority. This is called Shraddha. Active Shraddha. Oh, there is such a great truth. There is such a great thing to be achieved in life. Then this life should not be wasted. As best as I can, with whatever ability I can, whatever talents, abilities, time, etc. Bhagavan has given, let me dedicate for this goal. With this goal in life, when you live, then that is called as active Shraddha. It makes you work. So that is what is being pointed out here. Ashritan. Not mere, third-rate Shraddha. They are all inferior Shraddha. Okay. If Guru is telling this, it must be true only. No. Why should he tell lie? No. What are you going to do? I don't do anything. I keep on listening only. Nothing doing, only listening. That won't do. That won't do. Ashritan. Beautiful word, Ashritan. Sign of purity of mind is this. When the teacher says something, it is against your experience. But you say, no, I trust the teacher. My experience can be wrong. My analysis can be wrong. I can be wrong. But teacher cannot be wrong. This is called as Shraddha. What is my experience? Ego is real, God is unreal. What is Guru saying? Ego is not there, God alone is there. Yes, if Guru has said it, then it must be right. At present I am not experiencing, fine. But if he has said it, it must be right. I must find out how it is right. That is called as Shraddha. What is my experience? World is the source of happiness. What is Guru saying? No, not the world. You are the source of happiness. Again there is contradiction. But I say no, Guru only has to be right. According to me, world is real. Guru is saying world doesn't exist. No, if Guru is telling it, then it has to be right. No, see, that is Shraddha. Means you are denying all your experiences and saying Guru has to be right. Oh, this is called, this comes only from purity. What happens when the purity is not there? The fellow will say, that fellow is a crack fellow. He is telling world is unreal. God. Something has happened, loose. A majority of the people are seeing this world, only he is seeing something else. Hallucination. Mad fellow. Gone. Yes or no? See, majority of the people belong to that category. Remember, why only few people are into spirituality? Few people are into very, very rare few are into taking this path of spirituality because they are not able to connect to what the teacher is saying. It is not that they have never listened. They have listened, but there is no faith coming. I think it is not for me. I think this is not for us. I think this is not of any use for me. I think this knowledge is of no good use. I should do something better. I think what he is telling is not right. You see? Who is telling? My own impure mind is misguiding me. A mind filled with rajas and tamas. From within it says, don't follow him. So who is my enemy? Atmaiva hyasya atmano bandhuho atmaiva ripuratmanaha. My own mind is your greatest friend. How does he become the greatest friend? When a true teacher comes, suddenly mind says, follow him. Follow him, this is the one. My mind becomes my friend. But the very same impure mind, it becomes worst enemy. Somebody is showing the path to exit from this world. I am not able to trust him. I am not able to walk the path. My own mind cheats me into bondage. You see, that's why purity of mind is absolutely essential. Because a pure mind will show you. It is, Vidyamaya it is. Pure mind, Sattvic mind is Vidyamaya. In Maya also there are two types. Vidyamaya, Avidyamaya. Tamasic, Rajasic mind is Avidyamaya. It will tie you down to Maya only. Sattvic mind will help you exit this Maya, this world. The first step is purity. And how to gain purity? Walking the path of righteousness, performing only good things, doing only good things, helping others, serving others, walking the path of values, being honest, straightforward. All good, Devi Sampath we have to cultivate. That's why I said the first step is not exiting the world, transcending the world. The first step is beautifying the world, beautifying the mind. There is a purpose for creation. First you do that. Then a time will come when the creation becomes an illusion, etc. Don't worry about illusory creation now. Now learn how to live life. This is the way to live life. Then that very same mind will take you to that knowledge. That very same pure mind will understand that knowledge. Right? The very same mind will take you across and disappear. Right? Okay. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhave. Asato ma sadgamaya, tamaso ma jyotirgamaya, मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।